Once upon a time, in a faraway kingdom, there was a gentle and kind-hearted girl named Cinderella. She lived with her rather unpleasant stepmother and two stepsisters, who all too often gave her endless chores to carry out. The dusty corners of the house knew her well, and so did the pots and pans in the kitchen. One fine day, the entire kingdom was abuzz with excitement, for the king had invited all young maidens to a grand ball at the castle. The prince was in search of a bride, and it was to be an event like no other. Cinderella's heart fluttered with hope, but her stepmother was unwavering in her refusal, drowning Cinderella in even more tasks. Feeling forlorn, Cinderella retreated to the garden, her usual solace, when suddenly, a shimmering light appeared and her fairy godmother stood before her. With a warm smile and a flick of her magic wand, she transformed the humble scene around her. A pumpkin became a splendid carriage, mice were made into proud horses, and Cinderella herself was adorned in a most exquisite gown, complete with delicate glass slippers. "Remember, my dear," the fairy godmother gently warned, "the magic will wane at midnight." At the ball, Cinderella captured everyone's attention, but none more so than the prince, who danced with her under the twinkling chandeliers, enraptured by her grace and kindness. Time slipped away amidst laughter and joy. And as the echoes of the clock's midnight chime resounded, Cinderella swiftly fled, leaving a single glass slipper overlooked on the castle steps. The very next day, the prince, determined to find the mysterious girl who had captured his heart, traveled across the kingdom with the slipper in hand. He visited many homes, but the slipper fit none of the eager feet that tried. When he arrived at Cinderella's home, her stepsisters, eager to deceive but in vain, attempted to wear it, yet the slipper was stubbornly small. Then, with a whisper of hope, Cinderella was called forth. To everyone's astonishment, the slipper fit her perfectly. In a magical turn of fate, the prince recognized her immediately. With happiness blossoming in their hearts, Cinderella and the prince were married in a beautiful ceremony, surrounded by joy and celebration. And thus Cinderella and the prince lived their days in happiness ever after, always kind, always giving, and always grateful for the magical power of hope and love. For even in the darkest moments, dreams can indeed come true.